Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sean again from PSI. We got some requests on the last video talking about the single top mount dock race kit to go over the supporting mods that you need to make 750 with the kit. So we went ahead and laid everything out. This is Ray's car again. We have it torn down and I pulled it off the lift to show you guys everything. Ali has everything pulled off the motor. It's got the intake manifold off and everything torn down, ready for everything to be installed. The only part we've installed so far that you can visually see is the exhaust manifold, which is the dock race one piece, which I touched on in the last video. And hidden below that is the coolant pipe, which again slims it to the motor, and also the block off coolant lines that go to the turbo. Okay, so the next step, we have the manifold mounted, so now it's going to be the turbo. So I'm going to go grab it. Again, this is the 6062, touched on the last video, and I'll just put it down to sort of compare to the stocks. To be fair, this is a twin setup, so these are going to be baby compared to that, because they got to all fit, bottom mount, got to fit room-wise. Now that we went over the turbo setup for the car, let's go over to the parts bin behind me. I pretty much went over everything here in the last video, so be sure to check that out. Some of the stuff we didn't go over is, this is the black market parts manifold, the stock location manifold. It's also for port injection, which is what this additional rail is. And this is the 750cc Bosch injector setup. There's also some additional ports for nitrous or meth, also included on the manifold. Really nice feature. This can also be used to delete the direct injection on the car and run 12 standard injectors. It's another cool feature on this. And this mounts the standard stock throttle body on the car. So this is a really neat part. Just goes right in place of the stock manifold. So another nice feature the customer got was the AN lines, fuel fittings, which go right up into the rail on the manifold. Just looks really nice upgrade. To help feed the engine with more fuel, because we're adding power, we have the bucketed Precision Racework Stage 3 with the dual 450s. So this is a dual fuel pump mounted in the stock bucket. So this mounts in the tank. And you know, we go with the low pressure upgrades to mount with the port injection. Some customers also, instead of port injection, they go with a overspun high pressure fuel pump. But this guy opted for this setup. So the last piece I'm gonna show you guys on the car while it's on the ground is the intercooler. He went with the big arm front mount. Pretty nice piece. Goes in the factory location. And then next, we're gonna get the car up on the lift to show you guys the downpipe and everything else from underneath. Okay, so now we got the car on the lift. Ali's been working for a couple hours. We got the turbo in the car, it's mounted to the manifold. And we went ahead and mocked up the downpipe for fitment. We're actually gonna pull it back off and heat wrap it. So we talked about heat management in the past videos, so it's one of the most important parts of the build. So when I say wrap the pipe, let me show you what I mean. This is the heat wrap. We're gonna soak it in water overnight so we can easily wrap the pipe. Then we're gonna use some metal zip ties. We attach it there, so it's gonna keep the temperatures down around the turbo on the hot side and then keep the temperatures down in the engine bay. Then what we'll do is we'll go up with the car so you guys can see underneath how the downpipe flows down. All right guys, let's have a look underneath. So as you can see, this is where the dual wastegates mount. You can also see that super nifty coolant pipe that I showed you that hugs the block. There's also the oil feed line that's there. You can also see the return, which is down here. And then if you come around, you can see the downpipe, which starts from the back of the turbo and comes down and then attaches to the stock exhaust here, which we just have everything mocked up so you guys can see how it goes on. A little bit of a room issue down here. The dock race manifold really helps us get everything in there. It's a great design. Okay guys, so the next video is gonna be us starting up the car. You know, Ali's got a lot of work to do, so he's gonna be working hard on that. We're gonna do a startup, and then we're gonna show you guys what's involved with loading the tune process, and then we're gonna show the car on the dyno and make the final numbers. So stay tuned to the channel and like and subscribe.